Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 7th episode of the first season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for a link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So I've got to say, the last few episodes have really made me laugh. I've really enjoyed it. I feel like it's massively picked up from the first three episodes. Now, I never had any problem with the first few episodes. I was saying it's always a feeling factor, getting used to the characters, trying to learn the names, what they're all about, and obviously seeing where we're trying to go with the season. And now obviously we're learning it. Obviously you got Penny on one side, Leonard and Sheldon living on the other. You got Raj and Howard who always come up and down, do you know what I mean, part of the little clique. You've got Leonard obviously fancying Penny. Penny kind of fancies Leonard now. Do you know what I mean? She kind of got jealous when he's going on a date with Leslie. It seems like Sheldon is obviously like a bit of an awkward personality, but also a funny one, really smart as well. And I like the dynamic between all of the friends. So I'm interested to see obviously what we do with the season, but I'm really enjoying how the show is actually going. Like I said, I feel like the last few episodes have been really good. I've laughed a lot and I've really enjoyed it, and I'm always smiling. And mate, by the time we finish the show, my goal is to learn how to sing the intro, mate. Honestly, I really am. I do love intro songs. I say it all of the time. I wish every single show kind of had a theme tune because it just makes it better. You could just sit here, just listen to the little clink, and boom, you know what it is. You know, That 70s Show, Friends, The Office, bang, just like that, you know what it is. And I want to learn this one, so I can't wait for it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you do, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Call Leonard Hofstadter.
Did you say call Helen Boxleitner?
Call Leonard Hofstadter.
Did you say call Temple Beth Seder?
Call McFlono McFlooney-Loo.
Calling Rajesh Koothrappali.
Oh, it's very impressive.
We get on with Halo Night. We were supposed to start at 8. It is now 8:06.
So, we'll start now.
Yes, first we have to decide if those lost 6 minutes will be coming out of game time, bathroom time, or the pizza break.
See a penny, pick her up, and all the day you'll have good luck.
That's pretty good, that.
No, you won't. There's this girl I know from back in Nebraska, Christy. Anyway, she called me up and she's like, hey, how's California? And I'm like, awesome. And the next thing I know, she's invited herself out here to stay with me. Been in my apartment, yakety-yakking about every guy she slept with in Omaha, which is basically every guy in Omaha. I'm washing the sluttiest collection of underwear you have ever seen.
Is she doing it one thong at a time, or does she throw it all in?
He's funny.
So if you don't like this Christy, why are you letting her stay?
Well, she was engaged to my cousin while she was sleeping with my brother, so she's kind of family. No, yeah, she's definitely a whore. I mean, she has absolutely no standards. This one time she was at Howard.
I was gonna say that he's gonna be right over there.
I understand you're new in town.
Oh, I cannot believe Christy let Howard into my apartment.
Fine, we'll just play one-on-one until he gets back.
One-on-one? We don't play one-on-one. We play teams, not one-on-one.
You guys need a fourth, I'll play.
Great idea.
No. The wheel was a great idea. There are myriad weapons, vehicles, and strategies to master, not to mention an extremely intricate backstory.
Oh, cool, whose head did I just blow off?
Now, come on! Raj, she's got me cornered. Cover me.
Cover this, suckers!
I don't know how, but she is cheating. No one can be that attractive and this skilled at a video game.
Oh, she's kind of a sore loser, isn't he?
Well, to be fair, he's also a rather unpleasant winner. You know, Penny, we make such a good team. Maybe we could enter a couple of Halo tournaments sometime.
Or we could just have a life.
Another thing, there's a certain ethic to the game, Penny. A
Go on,
well-established...
Sheldon.
Well, she could have said goodbye.
Kind of hooking up in my bedroom. Look, I grew up on a farm, okay? From what I heard, they're either having sex or Howard's caught in a milking machine. Mind if I stay here tonight?
That thought, Leonard, a moment. We don't have house guests. Frankly, if I could afford the rent, I'd ask you to leave. Our earthquake supplies. We have a 2-man, 2-day kit.
I'm sorry, are you suggesting that if we let Penny stay, we might succumb to cannibalism?
No one ever thinks it'll happen until it does. He's engaging in reductio ad absurdum. It's the logical fallacy of extending someone's argument to ridiculous proportions and then criticizing the result, and I do not appreciate it. Wrong.
I'm listening.
Your head goes on the other end. A bed, even a temporary bed, is always oriented with the headboard away from the door. It serves the ancient imperative of protecting oneself against marauders.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Oh, FYI, his toothbrush is the red one in the plexiglass case under the UV light. Funny expression, sleep tight. It refers to the early construction of beds which featured a mattress suspended on interlocking ropes, which would occasionally Sleep tight.
I didn't even notice that he was still there. You know what, right? I've never actually thought of it before, but I have never purposely or intentionally ever positioned my bed so that it wasn't facing the door. But like thinking about it now, I don't know anyone that has ever had the bed positioned where the door's behind the headboard. And you know, I don't know if it's because obviously the headboard or whatever, the end of the bed is a big thing, and it's like, you know, you wouldn't have it stuck in the middle of the room. Basically, if it was facing away, it's kind of like in the middle, like that bed there is facing this way with the doors over there. Do you know what I mean? And like when it was in this corner, then it was kind of facing forward, so then the door was in front of you. You know, no matter where it's trajected, it was always facing. I've never had it behind, especially like in other places. I don't know, man. Isn't it interesting when you think of stuff like that? Like subconsciously, you never think about, oh, let me point my bed towards the door. But like when you think about it, it's probably like, mate, every time I've actually had a bed placed, it actually always is facing the door. He wants that seat.
What are you doing?
Every Saturday since we've lived in this apartment, I have awakened at 6:15, poured myself a bowl of cereal, added a quarter cup of 2% milk, sat on this end of this couch, turned on BBC America, and watched Doctor Who.
Oh, what time is it?
Almost 6:30.
I slept all day?
6:30 in the morning.
What the hell is your problem?
Hola, nerd migos.
Yes, look at his hair.
Are you wearing my robe?
Yeah, sorry, I'll have it cleaned.
That's okay. Used my loofah?
More precisely, we used your loofah. I exfoliated her brains out.
My little engine that could.
There's one beloved children's book I'll never read again.
Well, Howard said he'd take me shopping in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, no. I meant plans to find some place to live.
Let me offer a little outside the box thinking here. Why doesn't Christy stay with me?
Penny can go back to her apartment, and I'll watch the last 24 minutes of Doctor Who, although at this point it's more like Doctor Why Bother.
My first Jew. You're still taking me shopping, right?
Anything you want.
Okay, I'll go pack my stuff.
When they perfect human cloning, I'm gonna order 12 of those.
I'll have sex with anyone as long as they keep buying her things.
Yay!
I knew he was gonna say that. He'll just keep
If you'll
spending.
excuse me, I have some bar mitzvah bonds to cash.
Our standard order is the steamed dumpling appetizer, General Tso's chicken, beef with broccoli, shrimp with lobster sauce, and vegetable lo mein. Do you see the problem you want to eliminate? And who gets the extra dumpling?
We cut it into thirds.
Then it's no longer a dumpling. Once you cut it open, it is at best a very small open-faced sandwich.
Can we get an order of dumplings, but with 3 instead of 4?
No substitutions.
Extra, we'll just take the leftovers home.
And divide it how? I'm telling you, we cannot do this without Wallowitz.
If you had let me invite Penny, then you would have had your 4th.
Have you seen Penny eat Chinese food? She uses a fork and she double dips her egg rolls.
I'm going to bring you the 4 dumplings. When I'm walking over to the table, maybe I get bumped. One of the dumplings fall to the floor. No one has to know.
I'll know.
咁樣啲油嘅呢
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
It's Halo night.
With Wallowitz occupied elsewhere, we had something we wanted to ask you.
We would very much appreciate it if you would be the 4th member of our Halo team.
Sweet, but I'm going out dancing with a girlfriend.
You can't go out. It's Halo night.
Look, why don't I play with you guys tomorrow?
Tonight is Halo night. It's like talking to a wall.
Remember, we role-played this?
Yes, but you didn't portray her as completely irrational.
Maybe we should have asked if we could go dancing with her and her girlfriend.
I assure you that cutting a dumpling in thirds is child's play compared with 3 men, each attempting to dance with 67% of a woman.
Calling.
The only man who can restore any semblance of balance to our universe.
Hi, this is Howard Wallowitz.
And this is Christy Vanderbilt.
We can't get to the phone right now because we're having sex.
You're not gonna put that on your message, are you?
No, I'm just kidding. I'll re-record it.
How tall is Sheldon? He's got to be like 6 foot.
Off the couch once in a while. Why? So you and Howard can hump on it?
Papa, you drove your own son out of the house.
Why don't you stop butting in where you don't belong?
What are you guys doing here?
It's Halo night.
As long as you're around, Howard is out of the will.
You know what? I got better offers. I'm out of here.
So Halo night, huh? Sheldon, you got him in your sights. Start throwing grenades. I want out.
My friends and I got tired of dancing, so we came over to have sex with you. Told ya.
There's a sniper. Use your rocket launcher.
Why'd you hit pause?
I thought I heard something.
The thing is, that's all like the it was like the episode where he was building stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she was like, I'm just gonna take my clothes off, and he was so focused literally on building that thing from like IKEA that they just totally just zoned out and didn't hear anything. I mean, it could have happened, it wasn't going to, but do you know what I mean? Like, literally, it was so focused, horse, blinkers, straightforward. But Howard, I like the use of him this episode. It was more to my liking. I've always said that every time he's in it. He's funny, and he makes the episode entertaining in a different way to the way Leonard and Sheldon do. They do it in a quirky, clever way. Now, Howard, he's probably clever, and we've seen him obviously have arguments with him, like when he was talking about Superman and the stuff like that. You know what I mean? But, like, we've never really seen him to the complexity of them, as in Leonard and Sheldon, where they're talking about, you know, string theory, talking about all the different things on their boards, you know what I mean? Like, that there is crazy, you know what I mean? Like, that's just way over my head. Howard seems to be clever, but he's never actually expressed it in that way, but he's always expressed his kind of, well, I don't know, desire for women, if that makes sense. He's always flirting with Penny. And do you know what, right? I know that Leonard and Penny are obviously kind of close, they're getting on with it, do you know what I mean? They're friends, or whatever you want to call it. But I actually feel like it would be so sick if it ended up being Howard and Penny together. Just him consistently, like, try, reject, try, reject, try, reject, try, reject, and then it's like, do you know what, it's actually alright, try, and then he gets it, do you know what I mean? Like, consistent, persistent pays off, obviously consensual, but, like, it's interesting. Today, I liked his hair as well, like, obviously it's like in a Justin Bieber kind of, like, cut, but when he come in after obviously sleeping with the roommate and it was all curly, I actually thought that his hair looked decent there, it actually did, and like I said, today's episode, I like the use of his character. The more the merrier. We split the load. We love it to see it. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks for checking out our channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Another decent one. I don't think it was as funny as the last two episodes, if I'm being totally honest, but it was interesting to see, obviously, the reaction of them with the group dynamics. And obviously, like, Howard was away, so it just left three of them. And, you know, people get so used to consistent themes. It's like when people are in friendship groups and then somebody gets into a relationship, which technically happened kind of in today's episode. You know, you and your friends go out and then they start dating a girl and then they're no longer there, and then you're just like, mate, what we're supposed to do? Like, we used to do this, we used to do that, now we're missing like a hole. We can't really do the things that we used to, and you have to either get a new friend, or like when they break up and they come back and then somebody else does it. Just the dynamics are all over the place. And like they said today, you know, they got Howard away, Penny come in as a substitute, helped him game, but then obviously when she wanted to go out, they was left again on their own, gone for food. But it's more like Sheldon, you know, I feel like he's got a little bit of OCD, you know, he has his routine and his plans and how he does things. This episode, it was talking about playing Halo, do you know what I mean? Wednesdays we do this. I think last episode or the one before, he was talking about Tuesday hamburgers, you know what I mean? And then he may push something to Friday. He's always got like a consistent thing that he does and follows a pattern. Now, I personally, in my life, don't actually do any of that, you know. I don't have a pattern. I do footballs on Thursdays, and apart from that, I don't really have any structure. I just go in, chill, do whatever, eat whatever I want on whatever day, whatever I'm feeling and fancying. Where him, you know, the strict plans, bang, 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 like that. Now, I would love to see a bit more of Raj. I'd like to have him have a conversation around Penny, because he's never actually even had a conversation with her. But I also noticed that we never actually have him speak any words when she's in the vicinity of the area as well. So that when he's playing Halo, he didn't speak. You know what I mean? When they're in the areas, like, he doesn't talk. He's always quiet. I wonder if we literally do that throughout the whole show. That would be crazy if they keep it up. Or if he actually says stuff and they start bonding and getting close together. Going to be interesting. Can't wait to find out. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.